Hello, everyone. Today we're looking at the Miami Heat zone possessions, and according to Synergy, they run zone 14% of the time, which is by far the most in the NBA. And Synergy thinks they're a very good zone defensive team, so we'll take a look at that. One thing I want to say is I'm going to tell you guys right now. I think Eric Spoelstra is a fantastic coach. They're having a volatile year. I think he's a very good coach, good coaching staff. And the one thing about Miami Heat the last couple years in their zone is that they do run 2-3 zone defense, but they'll match up out of it. They'll do a lot of different things, a lot of trap heavy things. So they'll be a little bit more proactive and aggressive in their zone more so than other NBA teams. But let's take a look at what happens. Remember, guard's responsibility here is plug drives, contest shots, wear the high post, wings, deny the three, deny the corner, or not deny, but really take away the three, deny the corner. Then our goalie responsibility is to follow the ball, communicate. And right here, if you're a high school coach or a collegiate coach, this is a great way if they're starting with the high post. This is a great, I call it a 1-1-2-1 alignment or a 1-3-1 alignment. This is very good alignment coming down the ball. And I love how, look where the goalie is, guys. The center here, look where the goalie is, right around there. He's not up high. The guard is taking the high post. This is what we want to do. So this is very good by the Miami Heat right here. First pass happens. Yep, guard takes it away right here. Ball screen happens, is okay here. And we see here this wing defender right here doesn't have. He's so far up where he does not have to come. I hope this doesn't happen where he comes too far, because this pass is going to be wide open here. He should be sitting right around this area, this far wing defender, just to make sure, hey, I got two. Even if it happens up here and it catch and shoot three, this is a makeable shot, but you don't have to really sell out that high, especially because we have this guard who can always come down and then up. Let's see what happens here. And he comes over here. Yeah, that's tough. Yeah. So I give this possession a B-, but right here, they know better here. They don't have to come up right here. It doesn't have to be up here too high. We see this. I think we all watchers could probably tell what was going to happen here. This is good guard position, good play, but the wing is too far up here. And when we see the ball here, this is exactly, again, I want to showcase this. High post here, we don't want the goalie up, right? This is okay to take the next guard who is denying the high post, essentially, takes that first pass, and when this happens, he could be right here dropping back. The other opposite guard can be dropping back here, because if they stay in the high post here, if it's a ball screen, he can kind of switch it off here, which they kind of do here, or a trap it if depending on the personnel. But overall, I say B- because it seems intact there, just the wing defender has to be a little bit better there. Let's see what happens here. Good guard Tim right here. Guard takes it up. Yep, going in the high post area. It's a switch here. Yep. Went to the high post. Very good. Okay. Very good. Very good here. So this is one thing that Boston has done. Even last year they started to do this. Ball screen happens here. We communicate this is okay. He's not getting sucked up here. Very good. What we want to see here is kind of like feather it out here, where we're going to get on the underside here, get back to this area here. I think this is Tyler Hero. He could be a little bit higher up here as well, even though White is playing good from the three this game. You could be up high here. Tyler Hero right here could be up high, really where the M is a little bit. And when this guard happens, this pass happens from the top of the wing here. This is very good where, again, we're going to be up here. We're going to try to take away this shot. We're not there already, so we're going to kind of like block off, where we're going to take 2 steps, then back off. What I want to see from 9 is how does he plug this drive? Does he go from a straight line, or does he go down and out? I guarantee he went straight line, right? Yep, he goes straight line and didn't go down earlier. Remember, guys, how do we plug drives? Look at the complete guide. You want to go down then out, and right here when he catches the ball, he needs to be down to just take a step down and take an L cut. So that way, instead of getting deep penetration here, he stops it right above the elbow instead of a deep elbow here. Because again, that's not the wing's responsibility to guard the gap that drive that hard. Because he's doing a great job taking the wing away. Very good. But get a little bit too deep penetration. But again, great defense by the center goalie. I give this a B-, but we've got to do better when we're closing out here. We got to gap up here where we are okay him taking a one-dribble pull-up from 18 feet. You're going to give up that shot, but guess what? This is the NBA. You have to give up something, all right, in the NBA. This is in college, high school. You could definitely take away a lot of different options. Right here, though, we could do a little bit better job there. And this is a great job stunning and bluff. That's exactly what we want to see. He tried to take away the corner here. He could have cut here, but the goalie, again, doesn't have to be worried about that. The cut, because the goalie has the rim protection, and 45 can do a better job being in the high post there. Again, you want to sprint to your possessions, right? You want to sprint to your possessions. Tyler here could be up there a bit more active as well. All right, let's see what happens here. 116, pass happens there. Very good right there. Very good. See this wing defender right here, guys? This exactly, I don't know if you're a college coach. I know some college coaches, high school coaches watch us. Right here, again, we're being quick on our feet. Our knees are bent. We're kind of active. We're engaged here. We kind of try to take away this pass, so very good here. I'd like to see this guard kind of down here a little bit more as well, but that's okay. He comes up here. We have it there. Ball screen happens. Goalie needs to be up here. This is not what we want. The goal does not to be up here at all. Don't like that. But something's here. Get away from it. Okay, good. Let's close out here. Yep, gap it up here. We call it down the ball screen. Okay, get sucked in. I think this Vasquez getting sucked in there. Let's get the rebound. And right here, what we want to see here is good activity there, but we want to go over under the screen. We don't want to get hit on the screen here, but what we want to do here is we want to kind of stunt here like he did there. This is okay from him. We don't want it to be high, but if we're going to down ball, she's going to be up high. That's okay. What we want to do a better job is we can't be getting stuck here, though. It might be a hold here, but the biggest thing we can see here is when you're getting stuck there, we don't want that to happen. He might be getting held there. He's pushing over there. That's okay. I give this a C+ here. Got to do a better job there. In the zone, we're going to see that a lot. Ball screens in the zone right here. And he's got a 2-on-1 because we didn't do a good enough job recovering, right? We didn't do a good enough job recovering. When you take an extra second in the NBA on a screen, you just get punished, right? You just get punished. This is for man defense, too. All right. Ball coming down here. Who's got ball here? Going underneath, okay. Maybe some holding there. I don't know. Is that some... Be holding here, but we're kind of slow getting off this screen here. It might be because we're getting held here a little bit, maybe. Right there. We got to rebound, got to make our assignments. And a question I got some DMs is like, hey, how do you go rebound assignments? You've got to have good rebounders in the zone, right? Like, it's part of the weakness of the zone. You have your zone areas. So the best thing to do about the zone areas, and if you're a high school, college coach, and you're struggling with rebounding in the zone, what you want to do is you want to have your guards get way more involved in the play. This is kind of broken possession. Not much you can do here in the zone. Again, that's why offensive rebound just really, against any defense, really, it kills. But, it's against the Wizards here. All right. Getting the ball up. And again, Miami Heat do not always run a clear 2-3. They'll match up. They'll do different things out of it. Right here, very good. And again, their goalie's not getting sucked up. Again, you guys have watched my videos. When the goalie gets sucked up here, it means rotations just get tougher. So I like how we're not getting too sucked up here. Two guards are working there. Screens happening here on the weak side here. Very good. Yep, get up top here. Very good by Hero. You guys see this? This is exactly one from wing defense right here. Again, I think he's a little bit too low right now, but you see Tyler here, right here. Screen happens right here. He gets around it, gets as quick as he can. That's what you got to do in this zone. You know, over, under, personal matchup, but you just don't want to get held up on a screen right here. Pass happens right here. Top of the key, we're right there. We're being active. Look at Tyler here, right here. This play right here. Look at how he just comes out here. Pass happens there. Comes out here, and he's going to kind of like stunt and go back. And that's exactly one for the wing defense. Take away that corner pass going over there. And again, look at this guard drive here. Pass happens here. Right here. Try to get that corner shot. Pass happens right here. What you want to do is you want to kind of be in no man's land, right? You want to either get in the high post, or in the high post, you can kind of be right in this area here, right in this area here, if you're the opposite guard here. When that pass happens right there, good closeout there. Be tough. And right here with number 2, you've got to gap up there, right? I think this is something like a pulley system. I'm going to say it. So like number 2, right? You're in there. You should be in the high post here. See this? You should be in the high poster after the pass happens right there. Bam. Now look, we're okay here, number 2. We don't have to get something. We could be okay right here in the gap or in the high post here. I know there's no one in the high post, guys, but it's very good to work on this system here where the ball is there. You don't want to get too ahead of the ball there unless you have a Steph Curry's out there or a tremendous three-point shooter. And right here, we could be a little bit down here gap, so when that drive happens, we're kind of gapping it up. And of course, one-on-one defense here. We've got to do a better job with one-on-one defense here. The closeout's kind of tough here with your angle there. And again, it's because he wasn't anticipating a little bit more. And again, if you're funneling it to this side, that's one thing. But if you're going to funnel him to one side, you got to keep him funneled. Attacks that top foot. Very good offensive play there. That's something for young players right there. Just attack that front leg on the closeout. Attack poor closeouts. Attack that front foot there. The crossover step or a quick dribble. Happens right here. Nice deflection there. Okay, we'll take it. What happens here, guys? Well, what happens here is this. Poor pass by, I think, Smart. Ball screen happens here. What you got to do there, way to be active here. Smart could have done a little bit better here as well. You could have passed the wing pass to the high post, get the guard in transition. If the wing's falling asleep, you get a high-low pass here, if you guys know what I mean. But he chose that option. It's a very tough pass. You better be active here, but good job. And Miami Heat, they know what to do in the zone because I know for a fact, as I said in my first NBA video, they have run the most zone probably in the NBA since COVID, or since the Raptors have won the NBA championship years ago. And look, and this is a textbook example of their complete Zard. Listen, if you are getting zoned in the high post area or right here, you always want to get your hamstring, your hiney, whatever, on their front leg so you don't get caught, so they can't do moving screens on you. So even though it doesn't fight this high, this is exactly what you want to see here because you can't ever get screened here, right? And this could be considered a moving screen, right? If you're on the lower end, he can moving screen you all day and refs can't call it. But if you're on the high side and you're just sitting on it, not pushing but sitting on it, he's moving as he screens. You can kind of call that a moving screen in a sense, right? If depending on if the fish hitting's poor, good, whatever. You don't have to be up this high, right? But if you're in the high post getting screens here, this is exactly what you want to call. I told players in college when I coach, exactly what you want to do is you want to be on the high side. You want to dictate where they're screening. They are not going to be on the low side of you. You want to be on the high side of you. You don't want them to be on the high side. So very good job here. The one thing I will say is up this far, though, you do not need to be fighting this far up. But this is exactly what you want to see with your footwork coming up here. So very good from the middle there. Very good. Very good by 20 here. Just coming up here. Look at this. Very good here. Right here. Take it away right there. Come back. Very good. And again, other guards got to be a gap there, though. You see that, guys? Slow it right away. Pass happens right here. We're fighting there. We're fighting here. Pass happens a wing right here. Do a good job here. Got to do a better job closing out here, right? But you've got to sprint back, though. Number 24 has got to sprint back. These guards got to sprint back here. Like one thing you've noticed, these guards, especially average zone in the NBA and in college, is that, like, once a pass happens, you've got to move to your position, right? It's like you've got to move to your position. You got to sprint to your position, and number 24 does not do that. Again, we see this all the time. He should be sprinting back to the high post area right here, or if he's worried about pool right here, kind of be over here. But as soon as this drive happens right here, he's got to be gapping up a little bit higher here. We're okay with this shot right here. We want to gap up a little bit better because we see this. Again, poor close, I think, could have done a little bit better, but could have done a better job there with gapping up a little bit, be a little bit better. And you can be two places at once. Pack line coaches always said gap coaches be in two places at once there. You just got to sprint to your spots, right? You got to sprint to your spots. Ball's going up here. We have it right here. Pass happens right there. It's very good here. Be active. Ah, almost got that. Kyle Anderson almost gets that there. So right here, what we like to see here, okay, we have guard pressure up top here. Cutter happens here. We're not worried about the cutter right here. What we can do here is, if the pass were to happen in the high post, right, what would happen? Well, these wings with Tyler Hero and Kyle Anderson would just take away the low post first, right, to give rid of duck downs. Here doesn't have a duck down, but Kyle Anderson does. And then goalie, Tyler Hero would come down here, take away this pass. Anderson would come down and take away this pass, almost denying it. And the goalie would take a 2-second count, then contest shot. We got to give up the high post. But again, when this happens here, pass happens right here. Tyler Hero can be way up here because he has no one in his vicinity. He can be up here. And this guard, where should he be, guys? Yes, that's right. Getting to the high post here, getting to this area right here, from there to there, because the responsibility is more to, hey, get in the high post, see that first pass, because we can always make a closeout to the wing, because the wing is going to have that first pass here. We have it right there. Anderson gets it right there. Try to get two places at one time. Doesn't get the steal. It's okay. That's a tough closeout. And again, that's kind of the right idea. Wrong place, though. But that's kind of how we would attack this if they do a couple different things there. And what we see by the way Heat the last couple clips, right, if you guys agree, is the closeouts have been kind of like rushed and not as streamlined as you'd like. And it's not that the Wizards are a great three-point shooting team. We saw better closeouts against Boston, kind of, have we not? Okay, good. Hype right here. Very good here, the guards. We see right away here. Pass happens right here. We're in the high post here. Absolutely. Kyle Anderson has this. He's right here. The positions have to move up anymore. Tyler Hero, okay, we have it here. If he gets back picked, he knows how to handle that. Pass happens right there. Good, let's get some ball pressure if we have it, okay. Now how do you sprint back? Let me see two sprint back. Sprint back to the play, man. Sprint back to the play. Sprint back to the high post. Okay, we have it. We got to see what happens there, and we just get beat on a drive there. We got to do a better job here, guys. We got to do a better job here. So what happens here? Pass happens right here. We're on the ball. We're on the ball here, right? So we're having it here. We've got to do a better job here. Pass happens there. We've got to go down the now. This is not his responsibility. But again, if we sprint to the high post area, right? If we're just in the high post area, right? To get in the high post here. He's just able to clog that drive a lot quicker. And then when he sees that 24 tailors off up top here, tailors off there. Do you guys see why in the zone positioning matters so much more as soon as a pass happens? It's like a pulley system. We're all working together. And it's why, again, it's very important everyone, all five, work together. And it's kind of like man defense too, right? No matter what defense you play, everyone's got to work together. Tough drive there. And again, the goalie right here is doing exactly what he should. We just want to see a better closeout here, but if we're in position right here, right, we take that, we step up and kind of jam that drive a little bit closer, and 24 kind of tailors off as he's worried about this drive right here. But unfortunately, got a deep drive here, and they get a shot up. And let's see one more possession here. And to be fair, Wizards are driving hard, right? They are driving, and so the adjustments to be made is like we got to plug drives a little bit quicker. And against Wizards, you can kind of do that because, again, they're not like Boston where they bomb it from three as consistently well. Right here, active it, right there, yep. Good job here. Good back. Yep, Tyler Hero has it. We've got to do a better job 24. We've got to do a better job being active there. Yeah, Tyler Hero has it, but at that point, it's okay, I did my job. I did my job here. We see two of the high posts very good here. Two will be the high post there. Again, we see that drive. You just got to be in the high post, man. You don't have to be worried about here because there's no two people here. Plus, again, you can be kind of 2 feet inside this cylinder here. Pass happens there. Screen happens here. He's got to be calling this out. And we've kind of be, I would say, again, in high school and college, I think going under is fine here. He elects, I think, to go over, right? And we're just stopped there, and it's tough there. Goalie drives right there. But that's exactly what you want to happen here with the goalie. Just could step up a little bit more there, but the goalie's doing a good job. I think Miami Heat's goalie's doing a good job there. But again, got to kind of be more aware. As soon as the ball leaves the hand, we've got to sprint to our possessions. Number 2 could have been there a little bit quicker. Better position here, but 2 just sees that happen, and he just kind of like, the ball's in midair, and look at him. He doesn't really like make that step up. He just waits there, right? It's not his responsibility to pick that up, right? It's a guard's responsibility, so he's got to get over there, whether to go under or over. And if this keeps having getting picked right there, I would say go under, because one thing we've seen the Washington Wizards do in the last 4 clips is what? They are decking it. They are hard driving it. So let's go under and plug up their drives a little bit more, right? But 24, literally, we saw 1 second. He just doesn't move, and it's too slow. And they get a too deep of a drive there. And again, that's the guard's responsibility to plug that in. Again, Miami Heat, I think they have a great, excellent coaching staff, one of the best. They're very active. They get after it. But the Miami Heat, from what I've seen, it's just individual responsibilities, but they understand what to do in the zone. And as always, guys, thank you for watching, and keep your sights on Basketball Vision.